Deep within the dense emerald canopy of the Amazon rainforest, survival isn't about being the strongest. It is about being completely invisible. For millions of years, one creature thought it had completely cracked the code of survival: the three-toed sloth. Its entire existence is built on a single, radical, evolutionary gamble, moving so incredibly slow that the eyes of predators simply look right past it. The sloth doesn't just hide in the trees, it becomes the tree. Actual green algae grows inside its fur, giving it the ultimate camouflage jacket. Ground predators like jaguars can look directly at a frozen sloth from just a few feet away and see absolutely nothing but a bunch of dead leaves. For the sloth, slow and steady isn't just a lifestyle, it's a flawless shield, except against one terrifying nightmare. Out of nowhere, without the single rustle of a leaf or a whisper of wind, a giant human-sized ghost drops from the upper sky. Before the sloth can even register a change in the light, 5-inch daggers crush through its thick fur, its muscles, and its bones. The sloth never saw it coming. It never even heard it. It was executed by the true ruler of the canopy, the Harpy Eagle. In this unforgiving jungle, the ultimate game of hide and seek is happening every single day, and the rules are completely rigged. Why does a strategy that fools every other predator on Earth fail miserably against this winged monster? To find out, we have to look past the myths and step directly into the hunting grounds of the world's most terrifying apex predator. Because in the Amazon, moving slow isn't a defense mechanism anymore. It is a literal death sentence. To understand the danger, we have to look back at the terrifying accidents and close calls recorded by early jungle expeditions. In the late 1800s, British naturalists exploring the Amazon basin set up camp underneath what they thought was an abandoned, massive nest of logs. They didn't realize they had pitched their tents directly beneath the active territory of a nesting Harpy Eagle pair. And these birds do not tolerate trespassers. According to historical journals, a researcher climbed a nearby tree to survey the land, only to be violently blindsided by a flying force like a linebacker. The eagle's talons completely shredded his heavy leather gear, tearing deep into his shoulder and nearly throwing him 40 feet down to the forest floor. Why is a run-in with this bird so dangerous? Look at the weapons. Its rear talons grow up to 5 inches long. That is officially larger than the claws of a grizzly bear. When those talons lock onto a target, they clamp down with 500 pounds of pressure per square inch. That is enough raw physical force to instantly crush a solid bone like a twig, or break a victim's neck in a fraction of a single second. Native hunters knew that entering Harpy territory meant you never walked alone. If you wore something shiny or carried moving prey, you became a target. There are countless historical accounts of hunting dogs being snatched right off jungle paths, vanishing up into the canopy before their owners could even draw a weapon. It is a level of sudden, kinetic danger that earned the bird its terrifying name. But where did this creature of myth actually come from? The word harpy comes straight from ancient Greek mythology, describing half-bird, half-woman monsters that stole food and snatched sinners away to their doom. When European explorers first saw this giant bird stealing prey right out of the trees, they knew the ancient myth had a terrifying, living equivalent. In modern times, the danger hasn't changed. Wildlife filmmakers who attempt to get close to their nests have to wear actual armor to survive. Crews frequently wear heavy Kevlar vests, thick neck guards, and full-face helmets just to protect themselves from sudden, territorial ambush attacks. Accidents are legendary in the filmmaking community. One famous incident left a professional climber with a cracked helmet and a severe concussion after a single strike. The terrifying part isn't just their strength, it's how they stalk you. They don't make a sound. You will never hear them coming. Their specialized feathers are designed to completely swallow the sound of rushing air, allowing them to fly through tight spaces in absolute, dead silence. You could be walking down a jungle path, completely unaware that a 500-pound crushing machine is diving straight at the back of your head. There are old stories from rubber tappers in the 1950s who claimed that infants left in hammocks near the edge of camps vanished into thin air. While many of these reports are treated as scary jungle campfire myths, the physical size and hunting capabilities of the bird make them chillingly plausible. If it can easily snatch a 15-pound monkey that is fighting for its life, a human child stands absolutely zero chance against those claws. Even their beaks are designed for devastation, built to rip through tough, leathery animal hides like paper once the talons have pinned the prey down. They choose the highest, most inaccessible trees in the entire Amazon to build their fortresses, massive nests that can look like a graveyard of bones. Explorers who have managed to look inside these nests describe finding dozens of skulls from monkeys, sloths, and large birds stacked up like trophies. It is a literal kingdom of terror. But how does this massive apex hunter manage to move like a ghost through a forest that should trap it? This is where the physical reality of the Harpy Eagle gets truly bizarre. Normally, giant birds need wide open spaces like oceans or skies to fly. If an ordinary eagle tried to fly at top speed through the dense, tangled walls of the Amazon canopy, its wings would instantly snap against the trunks. But the harpy is built differently. It has short, incredibly broad wings and a very long tail that functions exactly like an underwater steering rudder. It can alter its direction in a millisecond, flipping its entire human-sized body completely sideways to pass through gaps no wider than a doorway. And it doesn't look for prey from high in the sky where it can be easily spotted. It hunts from the deep, dark shadows below the tree line. It uses the pitch-black layout of the forest floor to mask its approach, rising up like a phantom to ambush targets from behind their blind spots. Its vision is so incredibly sharp that from over a mile away, it can spot the slight, millimeter movement of a single hair on a hidden animal. When a Harpy Eagle enters a specific section of the woods, a wave of pure paranoia spreads across the animal kingdom. Monkeys begin screaming alarm calls, birds stop singing, and the entire canopy goes completely, chillingly dead silent. They know that once this flying monster focuses its attention on a target, no camouflage, no speed, and no hiding place can save them. There's a legendary story from an Amazonian guide in the 1970s who claimed he had to shoot his rifle into the air just to scare off an eagle that was tracking his team. The bird wasn't afraid of the humans. It was simply curious, tracking their movements through the brush like a silent, calculated stalker. It is a level of unchecked power that has kept this creature at the top of the food chain for thousands of years. But today, the story is changing. The ultimate predator of the skies, a creature that survived prehistoric times and terrified human explorers, is now facing its greatest danger. As massive chainsaws and fires tear through the heart of the Amazon, the ancient, towering trees these eagles need to survive are vanishing. Their giant territories are being broken up, making this magnificent, living myth rarer and rarer to ever witness in the wild. Today, running into a Harpy Eagle is no longer a sign of a demonic curse. It is a rare, breathtaking encounter with a piece of living history. They are a chilling reminder of a time when the wilderness was completely untamed, and when humans weren't the most feared hunters in the forest. The silent ghost of the Amazon continues to hunt in the deep shadows, defending its shrinking kingdom with every strike of its 5-inch talons. If you want to unlock more terrifying histories, legendary encounters, and dangerous mysteries of the wild, hit that subscribe button right now, because our next deep dive investigation into the world's most dangerous creatures is already on its way. But first, let's test your memory. Let's see how closely you were listening to today's mystery. Here's your quick end-screen quiz. How long can a Harpy Eagle's rear talons grow? Is it A, 2 inches, B, 5 inches, or C, 8 inches? Lock in your guess right now because you only have 3 seconds. The correct answer is B, 5 inches. That is officially larger than the claws of a fully grown grizzly bear. Did you guess correctly, or did the ghost catch you off guard? Drop your score in the comments section below, leave a like, and I will see you in the next mystery. But the story of the Harpy Eagle doesn't stop with its historic hunts. Deep in the heart of Venezuela, a team of researchers in the early 90s uncovered a bizarre pattern that completely changed how we view this bird's intelligence. For weeks, local trackers noticed that the eagles weren't just hunting for food. They were actively clearing out specific trees surrounding their nesting grounds. Any creature that made too much noise from calling. But the story of the Harpy Eagle doesn't stop with its historic hunts. Deep in the heart of Venezuela, a team of researchers in the early 90s uncovered a bizarre pattern that completely changed how we view this bird's intelligence. For weeks, local trackers noticed that the eagles weren't just hunting for food. They were actively clearing out specific trees surrounding their nesting grounds. Any creature that made too much noise, from calling macaws to chattering capuchin monkeys, was systematically targeted and driven out of the zone. The eagles were intentionally creating a perimeter of absolute silence around their young. It proves that this isn't just a creature of raw, wild instinct. It is a calculated strategist that understands how to manipulate the entire forest to its advantage. Living near one of these zones means adapting to a completely different set of rules, where a single loud noise can bring a 500-pound crushing force straight down.